OPTV की फखरिया पेशकश। दुनिया भर में आबाद पाकिस्तानियों की तरक्की और कामरानी पर मबनी प्रोग्राम। पाकिस्तान को तरक्की की राह पर गामजन करने के लिए दुनिया भर में पाकिस्तानी मुतहर्रिक और तैयार। दुनिया भर के मुल्कों में पाकिस्तानी का उनकी तरक्की में हिस्सा देखिए। बैनुल अक़वामी मंजर में पाकिस्तानियों का समाजी, सियासी, तिजारती और मजहबी उमूर में भरपूर किरदार।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलामुअलैकुम नाज़रीन, आपका मेज़बान वकील ख़ान OPTV ग्लोबल की नशरियात के साथ हाजिर खिदमत है। OPTV ग्लोबल ओवरसीज़ पाकिस्तानी टेलीविज़न नेटवर्क ये पहला टेलीविज़न है जो ओवरसीज़ पाकिस्तानियों के अगराज़ व मकासद, उनकी कारकर्दगी, उनके मसाइल, इशूज़ पर बातचीत करेगा और पाकिस्तान में रहने बसने वाले लोगों को बताएगा कि ओवरसीज़ पाकिस्तानी ग्लोबल नेटवर्क क्या है और दुनिया भर में आबाद पाकिस्तानी क्या क्या काम कर रहे हैं, क्या क्या कारनामे अंजाम दे रहे हैं और कितना कंट्रीब्यूशन कर रहे हैं अपने मुल्क के लिए, अपने वतन के लिए, पाकिस्तान के लिए। नाज़रीन, आज एक ऐसी शख्सियत से मैं आपको मुतारिफ़ करा रहा हूँ जिसका नाम है अशरफ हबीबुल्ला, जिसने ND कॉलेज से ग्रेजुएट किया और फिर अमेरिका का रुख किया। लोग समझते थे कि ये कैंडिडेट और ये स्टूडेंट आगे तक नहीं पहुँच सकेगा। नाज़रीन, कहते हैं कि जिनके इरादे मुस्तहकम हो, मजबूत हो, अंदर से उनका एक टारगेट हो, तो कहते हैं कि जिनके इरादे मुस्तहकम हो उनकी लिए गर्दिशो शामो, सहर, बादों, बारह, थंडर कहाँ वो अपनी मंजिल को छू लेते हैं। ऐसी पर्सनालिटी को हम कहते हैं एक्सप्रेस पर्सनालिटी, और ये पर्सनालिटी है जनाब अशरफ हबीबुल्ला की, जो चेयरमैन CEO हैं CSI के, और ये दुनिया का मारूफ तरीन अर्थक्वेक प्रोटेक्टेड स्ट्रक्चरल इंजीनियरिंग सॉफ्टवेयर है जो दुनिया की 160 मुल्कों में इस्तेमाल हो रहा है। दुनिया की जितनी भी टॉलेस्ट बिल्डिंग है उनमें इनका सॉफ्टवेयर है। स्टूडेंट इसको शौक़ से सीखते हैं, लर्न करते हैं और उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं। हज़ारों इंजीनियर इस सॉफ्टवेयर से आशना है। As far my information, this company is almost $700 to $800 million कंपनी और दुनिया की सफ़े अव्वल की नंबर 1 कंपनी है। ऑफ कोर्स क्रेडिट जाता है जनाब अशरफ हबीबुल्ला को, चेयरमैन एंड CEO ऑफ द CSI, और नहायत ही दिलचस्प शख्सियत हैं। देखने में बहुत संजीदा, खामोश तबीयत के आदमी हैं, लेकिन अपनी देसी ज़िंदगी से बड़ा लगाव रखते हैं। ये अपने रूट्स को नहीं भूले, ये अपने वतन को नहीं भूले, ये अपने लोगों को नहीं भूले, ये अपने दोस्तों को नहीं भूले, ये अपने माँ बाप को नहीं भूले, और हर चीज़ पे गहरी नज़र है। और सबसे बड़े फिलंथ्रोपिस्ट भी हैं, टेक्नोलॉजिस्ट भी हैं, इंटेलिजेंट भी हैं, अच्छे शौहर भी हैं, अच्छे बाप भी हैं, और एक मुखलिस इंसान है जो अपने वतन से बेइंतहा बेकरार मोहब्बत करता है। नाज़रीन, इनकी स्पीच का अंदाज़ जो है वो बिल्कुल मुख्तलिफ है। यूँ तो आपने बहुत ही तकारीर, स्पीचेस देखी होंगी। लोग आते हैं, कुछ वाज़ करते हैं, कुछ तकरीर करते हैं, कुछ अपने किस्से सुनाते हैं और चले जाते हैं। लेकिन जब ये अशरफ हबीबुल्ला स्टेज पर आते हैं तो उनका अंदाज़ बहुत ही खामोशी से शुरू होता है, बड़ा क्वाइटली शुरू करते हैं और फिर गेयर अप करते हैं, बहुत ही फ्लेयर अप करते हैं, जोक करते हैं, गाने सुनाते हैं, लेकिन अपना मैसेज ज़रूर देते हैं, मैसेज दे के जाते हैं। और यही खूबी है अशरफ हबीबुल्ला की। मैंने इनकी तकरीर सुनी, देखी, मैं पेश कर रहा हूँ आज इस स्टेज से, और मैंने इनसे एक खुसूसी मुलाकात भी की ऑन द बैक स्टेज, वो भी आज के प्रोग्राम में शामिल है। नाज़रीन, ये प्रोग्राम देख रहे हैं आप, दूर देश देखते रहिए और मैं ऐसी शख्सियत को आपके सामने लाता रहूँगा। आइए मिलते हैं जनाब अशरफ हबीबुल्लाह साहब से, चेयरमैन एंड CEO ऑफ द CSI USA कैलिफोर्निया।
जेल के पीछे खड़े हैं। Can I stand here? छुपने की कोई जरूरत नहीं। Anyway, needless to say, it's an incredible honor to be here. Ashraf, Arif साहब, बड़े शर्मिंदा किया आपने। But those that know me know that I travel all across the world talking about technology, talking about structural engineering and other interests that I have. But they also know that coming to an audience like this, जहाँ पे हमारे सब देसी लोग हैं, that is always my favorite. Because you remind me of the times when things were not that complicated. We just used to have incredible times, and I'll talk a little bit about that. It's also a great honor tonight to be able to come and be involved in a function where we are trying to raise funds for the needy. Every one of you deserves to be honored for that. So I'm here really to celebrate, to celebrate all of you for this incredible effort, to celebrate this incredible organization, to celebrate the profession of engineering, and more importantly, seriously, to just celebrate each and every one of you as my friend. And of course, जब कहते हैं celebrate आपने करना है तो फिर बत्तियां शक्तियां लगाते हैं, You always, शबरात का मौका होता है, हर तरफ बत्तियां होती हैं, जब फरादीबा पाकिस्तान आती है तो बत्तियां लगाते हैं. Any time when you have a celebration, you have बत्तियां. So I thought maybe I'd do a little costume change to get us in the mood of celebrating. So let me just do this and then. All right. New design. Hey, that's a new design. भाई आपके लिए मैं खास बास्केट बना के लाऊं यार. Let me tell you a little bit about this jacket. When you come to an event wearing a jacket like this, you don't have to worry about what you're going to say. Because you're not listening. You're focused on the jacket. It's true, And of course, you get invited everywhere. मुझे क्यों बुलाते हैं? हर एनईडी के फंक्शन में अशरफ साहब आप जरूर आए, हमारी फंक्शन है, बड़ी मेहरबानी होगी. जैकेट जरूर लेके. जैकेट को मैं अगर मैनेजर में भेज दूँ ना, तब भी खुश होंगे सारे. But also the thing is that you will never forget. I can see it already. कल रात को खाने की मेज पे बैठे होंगे, बात होगी. हम गए थे एनईडी के फंक्शन में, वहाँ एक भाई साहब आए थे, उनकी जैकेट थी, बड़ी खतरनाक. But try carrying this thing through security. बैटरियां हैं, स्विच है, कोई का मौका है नहीं. दुबई से निकल रहे थे एक दफा, एक मोहतरमा सिक्योरिटी की औरत हिजाब उन्होंने पाया हुआ, मुझे कहती है व्हाट इज दिस. मैंने बोला भाई ये जैकेट है, पहनता हूँ. फिर कहती है व्हाट आर यू. क्या तमाशा चीज है, क्या है. तो फिर पहले तो मानी नहीं, फिर कहती है पहन के दिखाओ. मैंने फिर पहनी. अब आप गौर फरमाएं, 500 आदमी सिक्योरिटी में खड़े हैं, वो मैं खड़ा हूँ जरा बत्तियां जला के, चले जो हाथ हंसती है, हाथ साथ में लाके भेज दिया। जब मैं हवाई जहाज में जाके बैठा, जो एक एक शख्स आता था मेरे साथ हाथ मिलाना, पता नहीं कौन है लेकिन कुछ है। Anyway, so I didn't really exactly know what to talk about today, you know. Lekin I thought maybe we should touch on education because we're here to raise money for education. And maybe we can also learn a few things. But let me talk about education first, because they say all these amazing things about me. Honestly, I didn't really know I was that good. Because भाई जब मैं NID में था, मेरी तो पहली फर्स्ट ईयर में सप्लीमेंट्री आई थी, you know? और मैं तो अपने आप को बड़ा पीर पगाड़ू समझता था। मैं तो ग्रामर स्कूल से आया था ना, तो ये इंटर वाले जो डीजे से आते थे, ये तो सेकंड क्लास सिटीजन थे हमारे, मेरे ख्याल से। वो जब मुझे पहले झटके में ये 2 सप्लीमेंट्री आ गई, तो all of a sudden, of course, you are deflated, you know. On the other hand, my parents, you see, my parents were both educators. My dad was in the army, but he taught mathematics at the military academy in Kabul. My mother was a mathematics professor at St. Joseph's College. She was the first female graduate from Osmania University, you know, in 1943. All of my family was like really educated, you know. Up till now, my father used to say, "You get shuru se," you know, I mean, when I was young, even in primary school and things like that, St. Paul's में घुसने के लिए टेस्ट हुआ करता था। मुझे टेस्ट 5 दफा देना पड़ा। भाई बहन फौरन घुस गए। तो चमार बनेगा, क्या बनने वाला है? Such a disgrace to the Habibullah-CEO. I mean, that's what I used to hear. But you see, the thing about education is, you don't learn by being told. You learn by absorbing the environment. You see, just the fact that I grew up in an environment where education was fundamental, you learn things. Same thing in NID College. You see, one of the biggest things that the education that I got at NID College, from my perspective, is that my friends taught me how to live outside my comfort zone. You know? जिसे उर्दू में कहते हैं बेशर्म बना दिया। I had no interest in studies. By my interest, वो तो सब जानते हैं, मेरे जनाब वहीद मुराद की तरह के बाल होते थे, दिलीप कुमार की चादरी, तंगड़ी, टाइट पतलून, टेढ़ी पतलून, बूचू, you know, and I just was interested in clothes. हमारा तो अपना personal दर्जी हुआ करता, you know. And then food, we were interested in food, you know. Buns Road ke kebab, yeah. Paradise Cinema ke ganne ka ras, yeah. Deegar Cinema ke chole. I mean, that's what we did, you know. वहाँ होते थे बुंदू खान, वो बंस रोड के रेस्टोरां, वो दूध मिलाई के मर्तबान और अफ्रेस्को की दुकान, वो कुल्फी खीर कबाब और नान थे सब बीमारी के सामान। People नीचे बैठ के गाने गाते थे, you know, and you were learning things. You were learning about how to have friends, what made you, what gave you the power to connect with friends. Or फिर, I mean, they would put me out there. We would spend times St. Joseph's College के सामने 3 बजे नमाज करते हैं. Right? I mean, every afternoon we either were at the movie theater or in front of St. Joseph's College. That's all we did. At least that's what I did. No wonder we got supplementary. Oh, खूबसूरत लड़की आ रही है, अशरफ गाना गा. Sure. ओ तुम पे हजारों की आंखें, चाहिए तुमको सहारा. ओ पलकों में आके छुपा दूं, नाजुक तन है तुम्हारा. आजा 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 आजा, मैं हूँ प्यार तेरा. मोहतरमा कहती है, बदतमीज बदमाश, तुम्हारी माँ बहनें नहीं है. माँ भी है, बहनें भी हैं, उससे क्या ताल्लुक है भाई? आप लोग रोशनी डालो. But you can see that, because you see, the biggest tragedy in life is not death. The biggest tragedy in life is coming to the end of your life and looking at all of the opportunities that you missed because you were afraid to open the door when opportunity knocked. The education that I got at NED, that made sure that I would open the door every time. And for the young folks that are here that are just starting out, just remember that if once you learn how to live outside of your comfort zone, to try everything. Don't wait looking for your passion. Try everything and you will find that the passion will find you. And you will then have a job that you love so much that you're willing to do it for free. And your job will be like a vacation. People will wonder, is this guy working or is he having fun? Or is he playing? You're actually doing both. So this is another reason to celebrate tonight. I graduated in 1969. This is 2019. 50 years ago I came to America. Yeah? And I've been running CSI for 45 years since then. You know? But don't you worry, I'm here for another 50. Yeah. Because I still I go to work 7 days a week and people wonder, "Bhai, tu kabhi chutti nahi karta, vacation nahi karta?" Because my job is a vacation. You know? And that's what you do, that's what you find when you live out of your comfort zone. And then, you know what also, I mean, my whole life isn't perfect. There are a few things that really bother me, you know. And one of the things that bothers me most is that, why is it, because look, every person that we deal with is a human being, right? Everything that we do, we basically do for human beings. The products we create, they're for human beings.
5 minutes.
Our bosses are human beings, our friends are human beings, our subordinates are human. Everywhere we have our human beings. In fact, if you really get the right perspective, you will find out that human beings are everything. You basically live for human beings, and I'll talk a little bit about that more. But why is it mandatory for us to learn to read and write and mathematics and all this kind of stuff that they teach us in high school? That's mandatory. But nobody ever teaches us anything about human psychology or human chemistry. Why? I mean, I think if we understood how humans behave or why they do the stupid things that they do, we would be a little more understanding. But I think, and this is, I'll prove it to you scientifically in a little while, that if we understood our human chemistry, we would be more generous. We would actually be healthier. We would actually be more productive. And we would be actually more popular and rich by just understanding how our human chemistry works. Because, let's just start with one simple thing. Have you ever wondered what makes people like you? I mean, why would you like me? Why? I mean, you like me, why? Because I have a most amazing hat? Or the jacket? Yeah, I thought you might say that. How about my Madonna boots? Yeah? No. People like you for only one reason. And that one reason is how they feel about themselves when they are in your presence. If you can make a person feel like a Brazilian bucks when they are around you, for whatever reason, they will come back to you again and again and again. It's not about you, it's about them. And it's not even, it's because of your human chemistry. There's a thing called serotonin, that when I am nice to somebody, that person gets the serotonin rush in their brain. That serotonin rush makes them feel good. When they feel good and I see them reacting, I feel good because I get a serotonin rush. And if there's a third person watching this interaction, they get a serotonin rush. Now, why do you think game shows are so popular? There's this girl on a car, jumping up and down, boom, 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 right? There's a host, happy, giving her the car. But what about all these people in TV land? Those are the most popular shows. They ain't winning jack shit. But they're tuned into the, because they're all drunk with serotonin. See, it's chemical. It's chemical. It's serotonin. Nature expects you to do certain things. One of the things nature expects you to do is to empower other people. And when you empower other people, nature gives you a reward. आपको स्वाब की जरूरत नहीं है. स्वाब का फायदा पाने के लिए there's a little bit of a problem. You have to die. And nobody wants to die. Everybody thinks they're going to live 100 years. Nature has made it that when you're nice to somebody, you get a serotonin rush and you feel amazing. You know, log kehte hain na, people say money doesn't buy happiness. Money doesn't buy happiness. Oh janab, kehte ji always Presley ko dekho, wo, you know, itna amir tha, na khush tha, mar gaya drug pee ke. Marilyn Monroe, they always talk about Marilyn Monroe. Whenever the term money comes out, they talk about Marilyn Monroe. You know what? Try giving a $100 bill to a homeless person on the streets. Okay? The homeless person will probably jump out of his or her skin. and will probably remember you for a very long time because it doesn't happen that often. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is that you will remember that person for a very, very long time. In fact, forever. And every time you think about the reaction of that homeless person to your generosity, you will get this warm feeling in your heart. You accumulate 1,000 such events in your life, you are constantly on cloud 9. But money has to be used. Money sitting in the bank does nothing. In fact, the money that you spend is only the money that is yours. The money sitting in the bank is waiting for you to die. So it's getting inherited for somebody else to spend twice as fast. क्योंकि मुझे याद है भाई मैं जब पाकिस्तान में होता था I used to go to school riding my bike चांदमारी पुल आप लोग जो कराची से हैं जानते होंगे PIDC हाउस के पास था हम लोग क्वींस रोड पे रहते थे तो चांदमारी पुल पार करके मैं जाया करता चांदमारी पुल के ऊपर एक फकीर बैठा होता था उसकी बेचारी की टांगें नहीं थी वो घुटकों के साथ घिसट चलता था इन्हें बड़ी मुझसे था तो मैं जब जाता था जो थोड़े पास मेरे पास 2 आने 4 आने होते थे I just felt bad for him so I just gave it to him you know and he would look up at me and say बाबू खुदा तुम्हें किसी दिन इसका अजर देगा alright okay so this is what 60 years later I still think of that and I say, wow, I don't know whatever happened to the guy, but I do know that for one solitary moment, I did change his life. You see? So that is the reward that we talk about. You know what they say, a good deed is a reward of it in itself? That's what they mean. Neki kar kuएं में डाल. Don't expect anything. You know, when you give without expecting anything in return, nature will reward you 1 billion times over. वो तो मोहम्मद रफी जाते जाते क्या गया गरीबों की सुनो वो तुम्हारी सुनेगा गरीबों की सुनो वो तुम्हारी सुनेगा और तुम 1 पैसा दोगे वो 10 लाख देगा गरीबों की सुनो. And you see, that was the other thing. That was the other thing that was so amazing. Those times were so simple. You see, I mean, our whole talking about simple, let me digress for a second. आप लोगों को याद है एक ऊंट पार का साबुन हुआ करता था वो 18 इंच की लंबाई में आया राइट उसमें से आप एक पीस काटते थे छोटा सा मुंह शूं धोते थे फिर एक पीस काटते थे उससे कपड़े धो लेते थे बड़ा पीस काटा उसी से गाड़ी धोई राइट सर के बाल शाल में शैम्पू शूम्पू तो कोई नहीं होता था राइट फिर आप अमेरिका आए शैम्पू लगाया कंडीशनर लगाया पहले वही मुराद की तरह के बाल होते अब ये हो गया things were simple back then. I mean, and the whole value system हमारा जो पूरा value system होता I mean I learned my whole value system this is again from the environment and what my environment in those days was songs from Muhammad Rafi he taught me my whole value system आजकल के बच्चे कितने बदतमीज होते हैं I mean अभी कुछ दिन पहले मैं किसी दोस्त के घर गया अपना देसी भाई उसका 30 साल का बेटा बैठा हुआ टांगे उसने मेज के ऊपर लगाई और जनाब अपनी बेसबॉल टोपी उल्टी पाई वो मुझे कहता है हाउ's the hanging dude रूह अफ़ज़ा लेके आते थे, यूं खड़े होते, गिलास आप यूं पकड़ते थे, not like this, वो खड़े हैं. I mean, my father and the friend are talking, bullshitting for hours. Your hand is like this. You know? Talk about borderline child abuse. But you did that. You know? उसी का मोहम्मद ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की, ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की, वो सर से उतरेगी कठड़ी बाप की, ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की. Remember that? और फिर आज look at all the hatred in the world these days. Everybody's hating everybody. उसके लिए भी मोहम्मद रफी जाते जाते कह गया, प्यार की राह दिखा दुनिया को, प्यार की राह दिखा दुनिया को, और रोके जो नफरत की आंधी रम परम. Remember that? I mean, so that's where you see you learn. That's how you learn. Nobody told me any of this stuff. He did. So now coming back to your human chemistry. You see, nature wants you to do certain things. Okay? And every time you do that thing, nature rewards you. We talked about nature expects you to empower people, right? Just get you a serotonin rush. Nature also expects you to have human relationships. For that, it's created a drug called oxytocin. It's the feeling that you get when you hug somebody. You know, you get that warm feeling. That's an oxytocin rush that you're getting. And nature gives that to you because it expects you to have human relationships and have love for each other. So it's created oxytocin. It's like when two girlfriends hang out in their bedroom, talking. पूरे दिन कमरे में बैठे हैं, गपशप हो रही है, but really doing nothing. In fact, at times they're not even talking. They're just sitting, looking at each other. Hi, smile. 12 बजे रात को उठ के कहती है, okay, time to go home. You know what? Thank you so much. I had the best time in my life. How could you? You didn't do anything. Because she got oxytocin rushes. You see? For instance, why am I here? मैं तो कह सकता हूँ भैया अहमद अली साहब मुझे अपनी स्क्रीन आपने जबरदस्त लगाई है, मुझे उस पे आप लगाएं, मैं वेबएक्स से करता हूँ. But why am I here? Because I want to meet you guys. I want to shake your hand. I want to hug you. I want to look at your eyes when I talk to see what your responses are like. Was successfully used on that project. It is because of you that we sell in 160 countries. It is because of you that we got so-and-so award. And here's an extra $20,000 for your work. What does that do for the employee? It gives them a serotonin rush. And if you keep your employees high on serotonin, they will never leave you. It's just human chemistry, but nobody teaches us that.
OPTV, आपका अपना channel.
Kaba Fusion is a pharmacist-owned, patient-focused team of professionals with over 30 years' experience providing intravenous medication to patients in the comfort of their own home. Founded by Dr. Sohail Masood, Kaba Fusion has 7 state-of-the-art pharmacies located across the country. Visit us at kabafusion.com to learn more about the benefits of in-home infusion therapy.
Arkansas Spine and Pain, we love being a part of the family that is our great state. Our mission is to help every family we can live pain-free lives so you can get back to taking hikes, walking the dog, giving your kids and grandkids piggyback rides. Give us a call today at Arkansas Spine and Pain and get out of the cycle of agony you're in. You deserve to get your life back ASAP.
OPTV, आपका अपना चैनल।
Coming back to oxytocin. You know, I come here, I sing Bandarur Se Kimari. What does that do to you guys? Okay, now listen, I have a big market of our software in Latin America. Latin America is where everybody speaks Spanish. And somehow, it just happens that wherever they speak Spanish, there are always earthquakes. Maybe it's the warm blood, maybe it's the amazing way they love each other, maybe it's the amazing way they like to party. But whatever it makes the earth quiver. Okay? And our software is used for designing buildings and bridges to stand up in earthquakes. That's what the software does. So we have a really big market there. Now when I go there, I don't speak Spanish. So what do? I start my seminar this way. Yo nunca pensé que pudiera querer con esta pasión que me quema la piel. Volar por tu cuerpo es el cielo tocar. Quiero contigo llegar una noche más. Oh! I have no idea what that means. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They know what it means, and they appreciate the fact that I took the time to learn this for them because I really wanted them to know that they are important to me. And what does that do? It gets them totally loaded with oxytocin. They're my buddies from that time on. I can do no wrong. But you see, societies in this day and age are completely devoid of serotonin and oxytocin. And it's the system. This human relationship is completely going downhill. When you buy stuff, you go online, Amazon, ढूंढ वो जनाब 1 घंटे के अंदर माल घर पे आ जाता है। अरे हमारे ज़माने में तो बोरी बाजार जाया करते थे। और मैं तो अपनी कमीज़ें मेरा टेलर बनाया था तो मैं वहाँ से कट पीस खरीदने जाता था। कट पीस फुटपाथ पे सस्ते मिलते थे, राइट? ये जो झुका कपड़ा मिला मजेदार किस्म का, पूछा कितने का है? कहता जी 40 रुपए। मैं बोला 5 दूंगा। 10 पे हिसाब सेट हो गया। But you see, there was that interaction back and forth. So you knew how to deal with a human being. अभी तो बात भी नहीं लोग कर सकते, they are scared. ईमेल करेंगे, गालियां देंगे। जरा सामने जाके बात तो करो, अरे सामने तो आओ छलिए। नहीं आता। See, because they are afraid to communicate in person. And you see, once you learn the power of oxytocin and the power of serotonin, you have friends and you have employees and you have people that love you everywhere because they are drunk with a drug. You are a legal drug dealer, giving them the drugs. That happy people are all drug addicts. They're just addicted to a natural drug. भाई देखे ना, जब when a woman gives birth to a child, she gets an amazingly big dose of oxytocin. That's just the way nature does it. And the reason it does it because some of these babies are pretty ugly. You see the ugliest baby in the hospital and the mother is, oh, becha, kitna pyara hai. I mean, that's the only reason that ugly kids get to go home. Varna to खूबसूरत है, ये तो हमारी दाल नहीं करने वाली इसके साथ, right? But no, it's not. See, this is human chemistry. This is part of your constitution. If you just learn this thing, you know, you could not only control your happiness, you control the happiness of everybody else around you. And when you make a person happy every time they touches you, man, you show up anywhere, they will come running. It's not rocket science, but nobody teaches us this. I mean, they have so many books out there, you know, talking about self-help. Ab dukaan mein jaye self-help ke kitna self-help. There should be books about help others, because that's where the happiness lies, not about your self-help. And then nature expects you to be productive. They expect you to do things. And by that, for that they gave you dopamine. What dopamine is, जैसे आप Google कर रहे हैं, कुछ चीज ढूंढ रहे हैं, you want Ariana Grande tickets for $20. You're Googling, came in, all of a sudden, oh, 25 में मिल गया भाई. That feeling of, you know, eureka, that's dopamine. That's dopamine. आप weekend में जाते हैं, पूरी list बनाते हैं, भाई ये चीजें मैं करूँगी weekend में. You go to the bank, go to the grocery store, you pass by the laundry, कपड़े उठाने थे, but it's not on your list. You go in, get your laundry, pick up laundry, and you tick mark it. Just you have to tick mark to get that shot, you see. That's why all successful people always have lists of things to do. Because nature, and then of course nature has endorphins. Because nature expects you to be active and to be healthy and to move around. And when you exercise, you know, when you exercise quite a bit, you get that second rush. Otherwise you're paining, you're running, oof, I'm hurting, and the body's saying, man, you're killing me, I'm gonna medicate you. Endorphin got shot, yet all of a sudden you start running again. But once you end, the endorphins run out, and you can see at the Boston Marathon, people can't even walk. They're going backwards down the steps in the subway. But you can see that nature has made a reward system for you to be, number one, empower others, to have human relationships with others, to be productive, which makes you rich, and then to be healthy. But you can see the first two, serotonin and oxytocin, they require two people. Dopamine you can do alone. Run you can do alone. Exercise you can do alone. But the first two require the interaction of two people. And the more important thing is, for you to get the oxytocin or the serotonin, it has to start from you. Nobody thinks I'm good. Nobody ever says hello to me. Well, who do you say hello to? So it's a very, very simple thing. And the beauty about it, when you're depressed, या कभी-कभी भी उल्टा ले, बच्चा घर में उल्टा लेटा है. Okay, क्या बोलते हैं उसको? They tell him, go work at an old home. Help somebody. That's the empowering. They're telling him that you get a shot of serotonin, you'll feel better. दूसरे कहते हैं, go hang out with your friends. They're talking about you getting oxytocin. फिर कहते हैं, stay busy. Stay busy. That's dopamine. और चौथा कहते हैं, जरा पैदल चल के आ, चल walk के लिए चलते. That's endorphins. So you've got your drug. When you're depressed, decide which drug you want to shoot in your brain. And just do that thing. Life is not that complicated. That people will say to you, I don't understand how a a person can be that happy. It bugs me. It's not natural to be that happy. That's what people say because they don't understand the chemistry. And then, you know, people always like, Arif Mansuri Sahib said all these beautiful things about me, that I do this, I do that. But you see, yes, I do, honestly, there is money that I give, you know. But there's two reasons to do it. First of all, when you have a lot of money, what else will you do with it? I'll get to that in a second. But more importantly, you see, most of us here that came from Pakistan with an engineering degree or a doctor's degree or whatever you came with, you know, our parents paid for it, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, we didn't pay that much for our education. हमारी एनईडी की फीस ₹25 हुआ करती महीने की, all right? I mean, you came basically here with an education completely paid for, with zero student debt, zero, okay? If you had come here and got that degree here, this day and age, by the time you left the university, you would have at least $400,000. और जो डॉक्टर भाई लोग हैं उनको तो और ही कमारा. You see, and you didn't have that. Mostly because of your country. So I look at it as that money that I didn't owe as a student loan, I really owe it back to my country. You put in 50 years of interest on it. You put 50 years of interest on it, you ain't never gonna pay it back. So better start now. So that's why I do it. I support all of our NED functions. You know, any student comes to our company for anything, we never say no. We always give them something. Because students are the future. You know, we sell software in 160 countries. You know how many salespeople we have? 1. Because we give free software to 20,000 universities. When the students leave the universities, the first thing they ask, what software do you use? And they say, well, we use this. Well, how come you're not using this? This is the one I know. You won't have to train me. I'll be productive from day one. So they come back. See, it's not rocket science. You know, I'm one of those stupid people that believes in karma, that when you give something away for free without expecting anything in return, it'll come back to you. That's not there, you know. So let's talk about money. What do you do when you have a lot of money? Because I see people with millions of dollars in the bank, and you go to ask them for something and they give you $5. Hello? Are yaar ko khuda ka khauf karo. You know? What are you thinking? Where are you? Wo paisa kahan jayega? I mean, they think that they're going to take it with them. Well, Alexander the Great bol gaya na jate jate कि जब when I die and you roll my coffin down the street, make sure my hands are outside so people know कि मैं खाली हाथ आया था और खाली हाथ ही जा रहा हूं. अरे यार क्या बात करते हो, वो तो मोहम्मद रफी जाते जाते कहेंगे. ये जात पात तेरी, ये जात पात तेरी, ओ ये आन बान तेरी रह जाएगी यहीं पर, ओ ये सारी शान तेरी. इतनी है जब यहाँ से कुछ भी ना पास होगा, 2 गज कफन का टुकड़ा तेरा लिबास होगा. जाएगा जब यहाँ से हो condition is they're trying to raise 125. They already have 25, so they're trying to raise 100 more. So I am saying that I will give 50,000 if all of you together come up with 50,000. Let's send them home with the 125,000 that they're dreaming of, and let's see the impact that it has on the people that we are trying to help. Thank you so much.
नाज़रीन मेरे साथ हैं जनाब अशरफ हबीबुल्लाह साहब जो कि इस वक्त वर्ल्ड में आइकॉन है स्ट्रक्चरल और सॉफ्टवेयर में, और जो कि इनका सॉफ्टवेयर इज़ वेरी रिनाउंड फॉर द अर्थक्वेक सेफ्टी एंड प्रोटेक्शन, which is I'm very proud that I was watching the Burj Al Arab last week, and it's a huge building, and I was told that 60% occupied by Pakistanis, and I never know that this software, earthquake protection software, is definitely designed by Mr. Ashraf Habibullah company CSI. Sir, mashallah, you're doing great. And first of all, what message you taking away today?
Well, of course, I mean, it's been a really successful event. It's just amazing to see that all of our professionals from NAD have actually stepped up to the plate and raised nearly $150,000 for deserving students of NAD. I think it's just absolutely amazing.
And you are 50,000 in it.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I just had to get them started, so but they really responded, and I'm really, really happy about it. It's just amazing the generosity of our people.
Yeah, Ashraf Sahab, how do you rate our Pakistani American in America?
In what sense? In the students that come here, or the engineers that are here? Oh, the contribution is amazing. I mean, that's obviously amazing. I mean, you see prominent Pakistanis in all fields of engineering, especially in structural engineering. We have many, many amazing Pakistanis that are running big companies, but are also running research facilities and are doing incredible research to make structures safer and to develop new numerical techniques to design better structures. Yeah.
So how do you rate your company in the world?
Well, that's for you to decide. You tell me.
I think you are the #1 company in the
well,
world.
thank you so much. I guess I will have to agree.
So, besides the Burj Al Arab, what is the tallest building you have done?
Well, we've done many. I mean, our software is used in 160 countries. So every major project in the world is somehow or the other associated with our software. So if you can look at the Freedom Tower, the Petronas Tower, the Freedom Tower in New York, or the Petronas Towers in Malaysia, talk about the Burj and all the stuff across the Middle East and the Far East. It's all designed with our software. Wherever there are earthquakes, our software is predominantly used.
Predominantly. Now you are entering in the Latino market.
Into the what market?
Latinos.
No, yeah, well, Latin America is also a very big market for us because Latin America somehow is they have a lot of earthquakes in those areas, so our software is very widely used in Latin America.
Now the Pakistan becomes an earthquake zone like...
yeah, well, Pakistan uses our software. Every firm in Pakistan uses our software.
Oh wow, that's good.
Of course, yeah.
I think
why wouldn't they? I'm from Pakistan.
Yeah. I think you deserve the really Pride of Performance Award from government of Pakistan. You really make the bar very high of the Pakistani government, Pakistani people. You graduate from NED college, and it's amazing. I think you deserve everything, every right to that government Pakistan recognize you as a Pride of Performance Award. And I think there's no contribution as compared to you, what you have done for the Pakistan and for your college, and making the name of people of Pakistani very high in America.
Well, thank you. I mean, but let's face it, Pakistan gave me the education. It is still my country, and I think we all as Pakistanis, like I mentioned, all of us Pakistanis that left Pakistan with an education, they got it essentially for free. They didn't leave the university with a $500,000 student loan.
Yes.
So when they come to America and they work and make money, they should know that they're making that money without the burden of a student loan, and that money they owe back to the country. And everybody should think about that and be very, very generous when it comes to donating money for education purposes. And I think that's what you saw today. People really responded.
I think you have to give this message across the world about the very rich Pakistani. Please donate for the poor student in Pakistan.
Yeah, well, I'm trying. And I think when people are responding, people are generous. There are some people that are not, but most, if you address it. I mean, it's part of the human chemistry that when you approach them with the air of generosity, they respond. Yeah, and that's what you saw today.
Ashraf, did you cross $1 billion company?
I don't know.
Thank you very much for your time and consent. Thank you very much for supporting NID College and students in Pakistan. They'll all pray for you.
Thank you
for your
so
health,
much.
for your richness, for your philanthropy. It's really honorable.
Oh, thank you so
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Appreciate it.
OPTV, आपका अपना चैनल।
नाज़रीन, मुझे उम्मीद है कि आपने इस शख्सियत को ज़रूर पसंद किया होगा। अगर आपके व्यूज़ हैं और ओपिनियन है तो हमसे ज़रूर शेयर करें। देखते रहिए OPTV ग्लोबल दूर देश प्रोग्राम। आपका मेज़बान वकील खान इजाज़त चाहेगा। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़। पाकिस्तान पाइंदाबाद।
OPTV, आपका अपना चैनल।
Kaba Fusion is a pharmacist-owned, patient-focused team of professionals with over 30 years' experience providing intravenous medication to patients in the comfort of their own home. Founded by Dr. Sohail Masood, Kaba Fusion has 7 state-of-the-art pharmacies located across the country. Visit us at kabafusion.com to learn more about the benefits of in-home infusion therapy.
At Arkansas Spine and Pain, we love being a part of the family that is our great state. Our mission is to help every family we can live pain-free lives so you can get back to taking hikes, walking the dog, giving your kids and grandkids piggyback rides. Give us a call today at Arkansas Spine and Pain and get out of the cycle of agony you're in. You deserve to get your life back ASAP.
OPTV की फखरिया पेशकश। दुनिया भर में आबाद पाकिस्तानियों की तरक्की और कामरानी पर मबनी प्रोग्राम। पाकिस्तान को तरक्की की राह पर गामजन करने के लिए दुनिया भर में पाकिस्तानी मुतहर्रिक और तैयार। दुनिया भर के मुल्कों में पाकिस्तानी का उनकी तरक्की में हिस्सा देखिए। बैनुल अक़वामी मंजर में पाकिस्तानियों का समाजी, सियासी, तिजारती और मजहबी उमूर में भरपूर किरदार।